This is a tube of Smarties. No, wait, sorry, this is the Nvidia Shield 2019. While I'm sure I could write endless jokes about this new form factor, there are actually a whole lot of things that I really do love about this ultimate TV and gaming streaming system. But the key question is whether you actually need this. After all, don't we all have TVs that have all of these streaming things built into it? So what's the point, and should you actually buy one? It's a big question, and one I'll be answering after a short message from our sponsor, ASUS and their new Rate My Gear promotion. If you're in the market for some new gaming goodies, then ASUS are offering you cashback to review your products. Simply purchase your sweet new motherboard, graphics card, peripheral, or much more from any qualifying retailer, leave your honest review on the store's site, and then claim £25 or euros back on your purchase. It's really easy. Check it out, along with the full terms and conditions, linked in the description below. To fully understand why the Shield exists, we first need to see exactly what it is. And there's not really anything out of the ordinary inside the box, but Nvidia's approach is slightly different to most streaming boxes or sticks, as it is indeed a tube. Now there's two main reasons for this, the main one being practicality. You see, all of the hardware will fit inside this volume very neatly, but as it's also a little bit more powerful than your average streamer, you're going to need some form of cooling system, which in this case is a small little fan that stays inside, circulates the air, but the glaring omission in all of this package, which I think is pretty unacceptable really for a product that costs £150, is the fact that there's no HDMI cable in the box. Like, what gives? I know they're not very expensive, but I can make that same argument to you, Nvidia. They're not expensive, so why are you not including them in the box? Yes, I'm sure plenty of people have a spare, but a lot of people probably won't and will buy this and then have to go and buy an HDMI cable. It's not really something that I would associate with a seamless experience. Storage is limited to just 8GB, but it is expandable with a micro SD card slot, and it comes equipped with both Ethernet and AC Wi-Fi. The form factor is actually designed to be used with the whole thing trailing behind your television. This actually has the added benefit reducing any Wi-Fi interference from the TV itself. So yeah, the whole thing is a little bit weird, a bit unusual, but I guess when it is trailing behind your TV and you're never going to see it anyway, it doesn't really matter. Connecting up and getting started is ridiculously easy if you already use an Android phone, and it's really not that far behind even if you don't. Simply sign into your Wi-Fi network, log into a Google account, link this to Nvidia, finish a few updates, and then boom, you're in. Nvidia's home screen looks fantastic, but it's also very practical, easy to use, and fully customizable. All of your apps are located at the top of the screen, and unlike most streaming systems, you can get Amazon's Prime Video, Netflix, Google Play, and YouTube all from one device. Video recommendations appear in horizontal bars, and it's here that you can quickly select something to watch from the recommendations, or simply use the voice remote to search across all of the apps with your voice alone. Fantastic. And because this is a Google platform, you can also say, "Okay Google, turn off the lights," and it will probably turn off all the lights, including the ones I'm using now. Yeah. The remote itself is also brand new for this generation, and it's probably my favourite new thing with Shield. It's also quite tubular, so it fits with a theme very well, but thankfully it also fits on your hand very well, with new buttons that make general navigation that little bit easier. There's also an infrared blaster inside, so you can control your TV, soundbar, amplifier, without needing any other remote, which is rather neat. Now streaming content does work pretty much as you'd expect, with 4K HDR content looking great on my Samsung TV. New for this generation though is support for Dolby Vision High Dynamic Range and then Dolby Vision Atmos audio, designed to give you the ultimate home entertainment experience. Of course these things will only work if your TV and receiver actually support these formats, which in my case is just the Atmos audio, but it's great to have a single solution that really can do everything and at the moment does look quite future-proof. There's even a match frame rate function that will play back films and TV in the frame rate that they were recorded in to help stop any judder from ruining the action. Something else that is brand new for 2019 is the new AI upscaling feature, which takes your 1080p content, upscales it to 4K, and really does make it look quite a lot better. This works across applications, so it shouldn't matter if it's BBC iPlayer or Netflix, and it then uses real-time artificial intelligence to sharpen out the image and increase the detail that you can see on screen. and it's quite freaky how well it works. While it's not as good as true 4K content, you can see a clear difference with it on versus off, and it is arguably a key selling feature over some of its rivals. And speaking of which, we really do need to talk about the gaming specs of this, because in terms of gaming, I don't think you'll find a streamer that comes anywhere close to what's on offer from the Nvidia Shield. You can either play Android games directly on Shield, stream them from the cloud with GeForce Now, or from your GeForce equipped gaming PC. You will need to use your own controller though, as it no longer comes bundled, but then again the Bluetooth Xbox controller is a lot better anyway, and the Pro version does have slightly more RAM than this tube, so it supports a few more titles, but to be honest, both are capable of playing a fair few games, and remembering that this isn't a AAA gaming box anyway is not really a problem, as you can just stream them from GeForce Now or your gaming PC, which do work very, very well as long as you're using an Ethernet cable. And to be clear, this does work over Wi-Fi. It told me I wouldn't get the best experience. I have a decent AC Wi-Fi mesh network, and it did play a lot of games fine, but for the absolute best experience, and I think the experience that you're picturing in your head when you're thinking about buying this, you're going to need an Ethernet cable. So please trust me on this. This is key. Ethernet. Ethernet. Just Cause 3 was streaming in 1080p just fine. While there is a little bit of added latency, for the casual gamer, I don't think you'll have too many complaints, to be honest. Just remember that there is a little bit more compression than you might be used to, and the performance is going to depend entirely on your internet connection. And streaming locally did feel a lot better to me, and this will even work in 4K HDR if you have a super high-end gaming PC. I had a quick play over Wi-Fi with Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Halo Wars 2, and the 1080p stream held up perfectly fine. But 4K HDR could have been on the cards if I'd used a wired connection. So assuming that you do have the right infrastructure for this, I think this is going to fit in with you perfectly, really. But for most people that can stream things like Netflix and BBC iPlayer within their TV, is this really worth it? Not sure. There are just so many other options out there, almost all of which are cheaper. And yes, Shield is definitely a little bit faster. It makes all of your 1080p content look even better with its AI upscaling, but I'd wager that most of us probably don't need this, especially if you already own the 4K capable Xbox One X or Xbox One S. You either need a specific app or format that you can't find anywhere else, or if you just want the streaming stick that can do everything, then go right ahead. Maybe you want to game stream from your Nvidia PC. Again, I don't think there's a device that does it better than this. It works really, really well as long as you have that infrastructure. Or thirdly, maybe you want to add the Google Assistant to your TV. You want to set up routines and have like a cinema mode, and you have all sorts of smart home things, but you don't already have a Google Home Mini on your room, which you probably would. But anyway, if that's what you want, this is going to do it, and it's going to do it fantastically. If you do want to learn a little bit more about this product and check out its current pricing, then you can find my Amazon affiliate links listed down below. And of course, while you're down there, don't forget to check out Rate My Gear, the new promotion from ASUS. If you're in the UK or Ireland, you can choose from a wide range of new gear for your gaming setup, and then get £25 or euros cashback on your purchase. All you need to do is leave an honest review on the participating retailer's website, and then fill in the cashback form located down below. And rather cleverly, this even works on backdated purchases, as far back as the 1st of January 2019. So simply tell ASUS what you think, get your cash back, and you can do all of this and learn a little bit more, including those T's and C's, linked down below. A massive thank you to you guys for checking out this video though. Hit the thumbs up button if you've loved it, it helps out so much. Let me know your thoughts on Shield. Would you buy one? Is there a fourth category of person that should buy this? Really interested to hear your thoughts. And of course get subscribed for more videos just like this, including some PC builds coming very soon. Thank you, I'll see you in the next one.